Hi, everybody. I realized that I didn't really give you much in terms of using APA. I kind of assumed that people would know that, but I shouldn't have assumed it because we do things in a different order now. It used to be that I would teach the first class that everybody would take, and that included a lot about APA formatting. And so I just wanted to give you a real crash course. I sent you the Purdue OWL link, and that's a great website for learning everything about APA, or for that matter, any other kind of formatting. So I wanted to show you how a journal is in the reference section is listed, and how an edited book is, because that will cover most of what you would use. And then I'll show you a couple examples of in-text citation. So this is, you'll see that these are indented. And the way to make something indented is, and this may be slightly different. I'm using Word for Mac. If you're using it for a PC, it might be slightly different. I highlight this, I right-click on the mouse, I go into paragraph, and you see where this says hanging? If I make it none, then you have that. So instead, I want it to be hanging, and I want it to be hanging by the default, which is ½ an inch. And I go OK. And that's how you do APA formatting. All the lines after the first line are indented. The other thing you need to see is that in the actual reference, you will put everybody's name. And there's, I don't know how many here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 authors. So for that, you have to put all the authors, and then you put the date that it was published in parentheses, then a period. Then you'll notice that in the title of a journal, the article itself is titled with only the first word, with only the first word capitalized. And then you also capitalize the first word after a colon. Then, and this is, I've done this wrong. I copied it and they had it wrong. So this should be italicized. The name of the journal should be italicized. And then whatever else you have under here, this is the journal volume and number and that kind of thing. Then in modern times, a lot of the times they will have a DOI, digital number, that you can just click on and go straight to this thing. So you include that in it. It's a little different in a book, but basically the same thing. Now, you see that they include who the editors were. And they have both the name of the book here and the publishing company, which was APA, and you have also the name of that chapter, Homeschool Collaboration. So these are two examples for you. And I'll add this to where I have this discussion. Now, for in-text citations, there's two different ways you can do it. I'm going to be using this journal here, this article by Edwards et al. And when you're doing it in-text citation, you don't say Edwards, D.C. Siegelman, Rigobon, etc., etc. You don't do that on the in-text citation. You say Edwards et al., period, 2002, state that there are both word and child level predictors, etc. Or the other way to do it is you can say apparently there are both word and child level predictors of reading performance, Edwards et al. Oh, I don't know how this got in there. Okay. And there's the reason it's saying that is because I forgot to put in commas. That's why it's good to Why is this doing that to me? I don't know. Anyway, so there's two different ways. You can do it at the end of the sentence or at the beginning of the sentence. And that's my crash course. So I hope that's somewhat helpful. I do want you to try to use that as much as possible. So thanks so much for watching this.